Now you hear on TV, you read on the internet that they say the Shia are kuffar, huh? They do ghulu, extremism. Why? Because they believe that their imams are infallible. Huh? Or they believe that there must be an infallible in every time. But that's what your scholars say. That's what your scholars say. They say that there must be an infallible in every time, during every time. Right? Sallallahu ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Now, who are as-sadiqeen? Who are those who are truthful? Do we have any proof to show who they are? Those who are truthful. There's different explanation for who they are. Number one of people, they said that the truthful, the infallibles, is the agreement of the ummah. They used the saying of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alayhi, لا تجتمع أمتي على ضلال. The ummah does not agree on a misguiding thing. We reply to them by saying that the ummah, the Muslim ummah, perhaps they agreed on 1 or 2 points. That's it. So if we want to follow the agreement of the ummah, we will leave half of the religion. Because they didn't agree on anything. Not even on 1 point. Maybe they agreed on 1 or 2 titles. Even in Tawheed. Even in Tawheed, the most important point for Muslims, they do not agree on it. Right? You'll find some of the Wahhabis, what do they believe? They believe that Allah is a body. Allah. Right? And other school of thoughts from the Sunnah and the Shia, they believe that Allah is not a body. So even in the point of Tawheed, you'll find that they disagree. So, لا تجتمع أمتي على ضلال is something that we cannot accept. And through history shows that the ummah, the nation, did not agree on anything. That's number one. Number two, they said, as-sadiqeen, those who are truthful, are the companions of the Prophet. The companions of the Prophet. And they mention hadith, أصحابي كالنجوم بأيهم اقتديتم اهتديتم. My companions are like a star. Whoever you follow, you'll be guided. Right? But if you go, I don't want to mention any names, so if you go back to the history, you'll find that the companions did not agree on everything. Right? They didn't agree on anything. For example, in al-Saqifa, half of the companions were against the Saqifa. Right? So the companions did not agree on everything. That's from one side. From another side, who said that all the companions are truthful? Who said, we're not speaking about infallibility, who said all the companions are believers? Right? They say that everyone who saw the Prophet is a companion. Everyone who saw the Prophet. And some of the scholars say everyone who spoke to the Prophet is a companion. Allah, Abu Sufyan is a companion. He saw the Prophet. He spoke to the Prophet. And then you have a lot of verses in the Quran, that speaks about the companions in a negative way. For example, the verse that says, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, and from among those who are around you, from the people of the desert, al-A'rab, there are hypocrites, and from among the people in Al-Madinah, there's also some hypocrites, munafiqeen. This verse, who does it refer to? It refers to the people of China or the people of Medina. It refers to the companions of Buddha or the companions of the Prophet ﷺ. Who does it refer to? So we cannot accept that the truthful, those who are truthful, the infallibles, are the companions of Rasulullah ﷺ. Sallallahu Muhammad wa alihi Number 3. So the first point is the agreement of the Ummah. We said there was no agreement in the Ummah. Second, the companions, half of the companions are hypocrites. Number 3, they said that as-sadiqeen the truthful are the prophets. The prophets. So now you have to go back and search for the 124,000 prophets, and you have to know the 124,000 prophets and follow them. That's something impossible. Half of the prophets we don't know them. Right? We know Ulul Azm and some names that are mentioned in the Quran. But where are we going to get the names and the history of those prophets? We can't find it. So it's something impossible. And is there a proof for it? No. They try to put this title, the truthful, the infallible, anywhere they can, so they don't put it in Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. So they don't say that it came down on Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. Huh? Right. Number 4, and that's what we believe in, that the truthful, يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وكونوا مع الصادقين, be with those who are truthful. The truthful refers to Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad. In Al-Burhan al-Bahraini, part 2, page 170, there's 2 narrations. One from Imam al-Sadiq alayhi salam and one from Imam al-Rida salam alayhi. A person came to Imam al-Sadiq alayhi salam and asked him about this verse. كونوا مع الصادقين, and be with those who are truthful. Who does it refer to? He said it refers to the Imams alayhi salam. And when he asked, another person asked Imam al-Rida alayhi salam, who does this verse refer to? He said it refers to the Imams to the grandsons of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi. Also, if you go back and read the books, you will find that there's 17 scholars from the Sunnah, such as al-Allama al-Suyuti fi al-Durr al-Manthur, al-Allama al-Suyuti in his book al-Durr al-Manthur, another scholar al-Alusi in Ruh al-Ma'ani, and other 17 scholars. They say that the verse came down and it refers to Ali ibn Abi Talib salamullah alayh. It refers to Ali ibn Abi Talib salamullah alayh. Now if you come and you join, also al-Thalabi in his tafsir, he say that this verse, it came down and it refers to Ali ibn Abi Talib salamullah alayh. If you come and join, the explanations of the verses from different books, different Sunnah books, get the explanation of Al-Fakhr al-Razi. What does he say? He say it's not from the wisdom of Allah to ask normal people to follow someone who performs mistakes. Which means what? Which means that the truthful must be infallibles, right? The truthful must be an infallible. And then you have more than 17 scholars saying that this truthful person is Ali ibn Abi Talib, right? We get to a conclusion that says what? That according to the books of the Sunnah, we can prove the infallibility of Ali ibn Abi Talib salamullah alayhi. Sallallahu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. As I said in the beginning of the lecture, I am sure, let's say, half of the scholars of the Sunnah, they read their books, but they do not understand the meaning of what is written there. There's a scholar, I'll end with a story. There was a famous scholar who was living in a village. Every year he used to go and spend a month or 2 in a mountain. So during Shahr Ramadan, he was spending the month of Ramadan at the mountain, praying to Allah and so on. One of the people went to visit him in Shahr Ramadan during the day, and he found him eating. So he was shocked. That person, that sheikh, that scholar is known to be a humble person, a believer, and so on. So he asked him, is there anything wrong with you? Are you sick? He said, no. Then he asked him, why are you eating during the day of Shahr Ramadan? He said to him, through my Islamic research, I came to a conclusion that all the acts to be acceptable, I need the wilayah of Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam, وَأَنَا أَبْغِضُ عَلِيًّا, and I hate Ali ibn Abi Talib. So it's better for me not to pray and not to fast and not to do anything. اللهم ثبتنا على ولاية أمير المؤمنين وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين.